Hello people on the internet, my name is Bidisha and welcome to my journey for the love of plants. Today I am going to talk to you about 5 plants that I have found are quite easy to care, and I will share with you how I have been taking care of them. Let's get started. First plant that I want to talk to you about is this Chinese evergreen, Aglaonema Snow White. This is a beautiful plant and it does not require much care. It's not that finicky. So I grow this in my northeast facing balcony, and my balcony does not receive any direct sunlight. It does get bright indirect light in the morning especially. Now you will hear me saying bright indirect sunlight a lot, and I will explain what bright indirect sunlight is. It is actually not the direct sunlight, but when you put on a curtain, a sheer curtain, see-through curtain in front of a window which gets a lot of direct sunlight, the amount of light that you get, that is bright indirect sunlight. Or maybe the place where the direct sunlight stops hitting here and you place the plant here. So, or maybe a bit further. In this case, a bit further also works, at least for me. Now the soil that I use is well draining soil. Again, this is a term you will often hear. Well draining means the soil that does not hold onto the water for a longer time. That means you water this plant and at least 80% of the water should just drain out of the drainage hole. The second plant that I want to talk to you about is this ever so famous Monstera Adensoni. Now you might see that this is looking a bit small because I have propagated it multiple times. This, when I was looking for this, it wasn't that readily available in my area. I had ordered this online, and when I ordered it, it costed a bit more than what I usually pay for my houseplants. Right now I have seen that many of the nurseries, even my local nurseries, are selling these for 250 to 300 rupees, and I think that's okay. Like, I feel you should not pay more than that, because this is a prolific grower. It grows very fast and it's very easy to propagate. You just take a node and put it in the water or put it in the soil and it will take on. Like, I have, from one plant with 2 leaves, I have made 3 plants here. And again, bright indirect sunlight and well draining soil. The next one, maybe it's not looking that maybe this is not a very pretty specimen, but this is a very pretty plant. This is the Heartleaf Philodendron, the classic Philodendron hederaceum. This again grows quite fast and it's very easy to propagate. I'll talk about the propagation in future videos. And this is a hassle-free plant. You can just put it in a mixture of compost and garden soil and sand or perlite or a bit of coco peat, and this will grow. Even if I have seen actually many people growing this in just garden soil, and that works for them. I have used coco peat, perlite and vermicompost and a bit of rice hull, because then it will keep the pot a bit lighter. The next plant is Euphorbia trigona. This is also called the African milk tree, I think, because of the sap that it gives out when you cut this plant. This one does not get any direct sunlight in my home, but you can give it direct sunlight also. And I think if you give it direct sunlight, the colors of the leaves will be better, because if you can see the colors here behind the leaves, it's so pretty. You get one which is completely green as well, but this looks amazing. This looks like, I don't know what, but it looks amazing. The next plant I want to talk to you about is my favorite Hoya pubicalyx. I have a bit of Hoya problem, mainly because they are so easy to grow, especially in my weather conditions. If you are living in any place in Southeast Asia, I'm sure there is a Hoya for you. I have used pumice, cocoa husk, charcoal, a bit of cocoa peat and a bit of vermicompost. Now these are epiphytes, that means they grow on trees just like the orchids. I have also seen people growing this in just cocoa peat or just a mixture of cocoa peat and perlite. Whatever works for you, this one works the best for me. I have a reel video on my Instagram account. You can go and check that out on the propagation of this plant. It's quite easy to propagate. So that's it from me today. Please do let me know in the comments below which plants you have found are quite easy to care for you in your environment, and which is the favorite one among these 5 for you. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.